Well, hi guys. I mentioned to you I'd caught the painting bug and I'd done a unit of Berg Lancers. Perhaps as you can see on this map we've got on the table here, things have progressed a bit since then. I've done, I think, about 14 Berg Lancers, and I did that by combining a pack of Russian Ulhan plastics and mounted those on French light cavalry hussar horses, to be precise. As that gave them the right sort of horse furniture for the Lancers. So here you can see the Berg Lancers as pretty much finished. Now, as you can see, they're not based, as I've got to transport them back from the States with all those plastic lances. I'm concerned if I base them all up, they will get damaged in shipping. So I'm going to leave them unbased, and actually none of the cavalry figures are mounted to their horses either, so they're just placed on top of them. But as you can see, we've got our commander here, a trumpeter, so we've got a command unit, we've got 6 grenadiers with red and white plumes, all the others with white plumes, and I think they look pretty good. The Russian Ulhan uniforms pretty much painted up, look like the right sort of trimming. The shoulder, what do you call them? Anyway, the bits on their shoulders don't quite match perfectly, but I think once painted, they make a good impression. And then I was left with a conundrum. Having bought what is now 2 boxes of Russian Ulhans and 2 boxes of Hussars, I had an awful lot of Russian Ulhan horses and a whole load of French plastic Hussars with nothing to do. So I decided to create these 2 units you can see here. Now, they're not quite perfect, and I'm sure the uniform buffs on you will give me a hard time, but I think they look pretty good. Now, when I was researching, I was looking at units that fought in 1815, as that's broadly what my armies are based around, the 1813 to the 1815 period. And at that time, the Prussians were incorporating into their army all sorts of units from Allied German states. You'll have seen the Berg infantry fight with my Prussians at times. And they also incorporated units from the Russo-German Legion that had fought from 1813 onwards, as Napoleon retreated from Moscow, and then Eugene commanded his forces in Germany at that time. And these are indeed the 8th Ulhans. Now, the 8th Ulhans were made up of 2 separate units, 2 squadrons of Russo-German Hussars, 2 lots of 2 squadrons. One had these green uniforms with the Kolpaks, with the red trim and with red and yellow facings, and another one dressed in black with blue facings, which you can see I've made up here. So as you'll have guessed, given I was using the French Hussars box, they're actually French Hussar uniforms rather than Prussian or Russian Hussar uniforms, which they probably should be. But again, I think they look pretty decent, pretty good representations. None of them have got their outer jackets. Dolman, is that? I always get my Hussar uniforms, certainly I have nothing in front of me to check, the wrong way around, but they don't have any of their outer jackets, as the Prussians didn't wear those generally, and if they did, they wore them buttoned up, not flying loose around their necks. And the Kolpaks are actually from French Hussars, but I've trimmed off the plumes, and again, they look pretty good against the uniform references I've got. So I've got 27 actually in this unit, and I use a 1/20th scale, so that's just over 500 Ulhans. I think there were 600 in the unit, so that looks pretty good. And again, 24 units of Berg Lancers. So again, 480, 500 odd unit represented there. Anyway, so caught the painting bug again. I'm not sure how much more I'll do. This all started with just 1 box of Russian Ulhans that then developed into the Berg Lancers, that then developed into these 2 regiments of Prussians. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and whatever you do, keep painting, and I'll catch up with you again next time. Cheers.